All right, cool. So right now I got Teddy and I got Johnny. So Teddy, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Teddy. I'm 23 years old. I'm from DFW and I work as a teacher.
What's up, everyone? My name is Jonathan Ybarra, 22 years old, currently right now, firefighter.
Hell yeah. All right, so Teddy, we'll start with you. Can you tell us how we all met?
We met on a game show, crazy enough. It was Mr. Beast Games.
There you go.
I don't think I met you in the games. It was after.
Yeah, I met you after
Through
the game.
mutual contestants. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And then how did we meet?
We met at Lock and Key. We went partying with a group of friends and a separate group of friends I met through Beast Games. And then he's like, hey, one of my buddies is going to meet us there. And funny enough, it was Joe. It was at Lock and Key. I had a bad experience at that club.
We all
be
played
honest.
the game together. So
Yeah, we did.
So Teddy, what is something that you're currently doing right now? What are you working on right now?
To be honest, I just took like the GRE, which is like the applicant exam for like graduate school.
Yeah.
So I just finished that, and now I'm finishing up my application for graduate school. So
Oh,
I'm
hell yeah, huh?
trying to go back to school to get my master's.
There you go. Hey, masters. You're going for
Goddamn.
masters. I got bachelor's.
I have nothing. I don't have any. Well, I have college certificates, but no degrees.
Not, well, what are you currently working on right now?
Well, right now I just I got accepted into paramedic school, but that doesn't start till August. So right now, from December till August, I'm pretty much just trying to find something to do in the spare time. I'm probably maybe thinking about going back to college to do some sort of trade just to learn in the meantime before I even start paramedic school, but just kind of like in the air right now.
But you also do firefighting.
Yeah.
Tell us how you got into that. Or, you know what? Why did you get into that?
Why did I get in? Well, honestly, I wasn't even my first choice to begin with, honestly. As a little kid, yes, that was like my dream job. You know, when you're like 6, 7, 8, you know, you have that job. You're like, oh, I want to be a cop. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a firefighter, whatever. For me, it was a firefighter, but I kind of just kind of like a phase for kids. You know, you kind of grow out of it. I started getting more like hands-on in high school. I actually did an engineering program for like 4 years straight. Had a love for engineering and like crafting and making things with my hands, right? So originally, I wanted to go into engineering, but when I actually went to college, I sucked at math, and college just was not for me.
Right.
So I'm like, let me go back to like my roots of like what I wanted to do as a kid and be like a firefighter. Because I just like deep down, I knew I wanted to do something to like impact people on like a personal level and on a day-to-day basis. So I'm like, let me just go back to doing that. And yeah.
And then you said that you currently work at an Air Force base.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And like, so what do you do there?
So there, I'm basically like just teaching kids basic coding, like robotics, circuitry, like stuff like that, and trying to get them, get a spark for tech, get them interested in it.
Right.
And honestly, teaching them has honestly brought the spark back in me, because when I was in university, like getting my bachelor's, I lost a lot of my passion. But now that I started teaching again, it's like seeing their eyes light up, like when they finally get something. You get that eureka moment,
Yeah.
It's very satisfying.
Does that make you want to like pursue like an actual like teaching credential and like maybe like in schools? Or
I think when I retire, like very later on down the line, I would love to be like a professor for sure. But like my ultimate goal right now is to be like a software engineer. So that's why I'm going back to my master's, try to specialize in probably AI, because that's like the hot thing now. Right. So someone's gotta work the AI machine. Someone's gotta fix the bugs.
There you go.
Someone's got to work in the fucking data centers that are destroying our rural communities and the economy.
Burning down.
I used to do robotics in high school, but it never took off. I did get first place though.
There you go. Maybe you gotta look into that again, man.
No, I really like. I really like what I'm doing now.
Okay.
Being in the Beast Games, like, what was the challenge that you got eliminated?
Bro, that was fucking stupid. It was the self-sacrifice rose in episode 1.
Yeah.
Where you had, what was it, like 90 seconds? How long was it? It wasn't even 10 minutes. I forgot. I honestly forgot. But it was just like you needed one person in your row to self-eliminate, or else your whole row gets eliminated. And I was in one of the unfortunate rows to get eliminated. I was actually in the, if you remember watching, one of the rows got eliminated in like a big domino effect.
I remember that,
I was
yeah.
in that row. So that's how I got eliminated.
Teddy, what was the challenge you got eliminated in Beast Games?
Children's blocks.
Children's block.
Oh, did you really? That was no, that's fucking.
Yes, I did, dude.
That's wild.
It was like the final. We had 10 minutes to build the tower, right? And in the final 10 seconds, Mr. Beast himself comes up to me with like 3 cameramen, and they're like, their lights are just blinding me.
Wow.
And Jimmy's like, dude, you better hurry up. You're about to lose, dude.
Yeah.
You're about to lose. And I just start fucking shaking and
Yeah.
shaking, and then the tower just collapsed.
Because you had the penis tower.
I had, oh yeah, that
It
was
came
after.
out. It came out for a
Okay.
second, right?
Yeah,
Your
so
penis tower.
We had like 3 hours in between when we lost and when we actually like got sent through the trap door. So we were doing fucking nothing. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna make a giant dick.
Okay.
That's, you
Wow.
know, that's the natural like thing you do, right?
Well, for you maybe.
And so yeah, it got into the frame miraculously.
Final
And,
cut. Made the final
That was my
cut.
legacy in Beast Games. I made a
That's
giant
awesome.
dick. So there you go.
There you go. I got eliminated at the platform by Liz. She'll see this. She was the one who jumped off the platform, and my whole team got eliminated. So yeah, that was my experience. Teddy, same question for you. When you were young, as a kid, what was something that you were like, one day I want to be that?
That's honestly a tough question. I don't think I had like a very specific idea of anything, but I always knew that I wanted to make people smile, make people happy in some way. And I think when I'm teaching, I definitely get to do a lot of that, you know,
Right.
helping kids like get that eureka moment, get a spark in something they're interested in, like technology, math, sciences. And yeah, I mean, I've tried a couple of things. Like I tried stand-up comedy in college, and you know,
Oh wow.
Really?
yeah, and that
no
was fun.
way.
It was
What the
fun,
hell?
you know, getting people to laugh. I was like, wow, like this feels amazing.
Right.
But I still haven't quite found that certain thing that I want to do. But I'm young, so like you said, we're gonna figure things out. Like,
Right.
trying new things. That's what's important. Right?
There you go, man.
I actually want to try stand up.
Stand
That
up?
sounds fun.
You
like
should,
just
bro. You would
you know,
kill
like a once, you know, try it once type thing. You know.
Johnny, right now that you mentioned that you would have tried stand-up comedy, what is stopping you right now to try stand-up comedy?
My nerves, because I don't think
Your
people are gonna
nerves.
find me funny. I feel like I can write like a decent, you know, like what do you even call it? Like set.
Yeah.
I feel like I could write a decent set, but it's just like my nerves
Yeah.
will probably get in the way. Even though I'm like an extroverted person,
Yeah.
but just like, damn, like I just bombed it. This is my first time, and like, fuck, I'm never gonna do this again. I don't know. That's probably what's stopping me.
I totally felt that like before I did like my first set in front of like the club, right, at my school. Like I was so nervous. I remember my hands like went numb. Like,
Oh,
that
wow.
was the sensation I had. I couldn't feel my hands. That's how nervous I was.
Yeah.
And after I did it, it was like I was so proud of myself. Like I was in the car and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
People
'Cause I
were
was
like
so-
cheering and for your
Oh, yeah,
clapping
dude.
applause and stuff.
Yeah, I totally expected everyone to start throwing fucking tomatoes at me, but
Oh,
no, they
damn.
were like, no, they were actually like laughing and we were enjoying ourselves, and I was just like so proud of myself because I was so terrified and I
Right.
conquered it. I got over that fear.
Awesome,
It
man.
was awesome. Yeah.
I'm proud of that you at least attempted to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Johnny, can you tell us obstacle that you overcame that you thought you weren't gonna do it, but you did it? An obstacle in life that you overcame. What would that be for you?
Okay, like the first obstacle that came to mind was just to like pass EMT school, because it was like so out of the realm of like. I mean, don't get me wrong, EMT school, like looking back at it in hindsight, it was pretty easy. Like as far as like what you learn, the material, but as like the way you learn, it's a whole new different ball game from like how you learn in high school and stuff like that. Because you're learning like all this medical stuff now. But I actually failed my state exam twice and I passed on the third and final try. If you failed on that third try, then you'd have to do a refresher course of the EMT course to be able to even be eligible to do the state test again. So I passed on my third and final try. And like, I remember when I failed the first time, I was like, damn, okay, I have 2 more. I'm like, let me just study up a little bit more. And I took the second one. And I thought I had it in the bag. Failed it. And I'm
Wow.
like, what am I doing wrong? Right? So I'm like, geez, I only have 1 more. If I fail this, like, I'm cooked. Like I honestly, if I failed that third try, I was probably gonna like turn around and like never look back.
Right.
Honestly, but like I passed, and I'm like, thank
You
God.
did it. You did it.
And I did it. Minor obstacle, but like it was such a huge like relief and like weight off my shoulders. And like, oh my God, I finally did it. I did
Right.
it. For step number one, the very first footstep to climb that ladder to become a firefighter. So after accomplishing that, I'm like, good.
Congratulations, man. You did
Yeah.
that shit. Proud of you,
It's
bro.
not a big, in my head, it's not a big accomplishment.
Well,
but
to
I
you,
finally
but like
did
to
it.
the
Yeah.
people from the outside, that's a big accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna get eliminated like every challenge in Beast Games, and somehow I kept going. I mean, there was that, right?
Yeah.
Also, like just doing my bachelor's in university, dude. Like I at one point, this was like during COVID, right? So like things were wild, right? Wild time, and I was like failing. I was doing bad. Like I failed linear algebra. I was getting C's in a bunch of classes, and then like my scholarship was like on probation, and they're like,
Oh,
if you don't
damn.
lock in,
Yeah.
like you're not gonna get this money, bruh.
Damn. Wow.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
So I thought like I was cooked. Like I started thinking like, oh my God, like do I have to drop out? Like what am I gonna say to my parents and shit? And I don't know. Somehow I just thought that I can't let like my family's support they've given me like over these years. I can't let it go in vain. Like I need to succeed. And so, shit, bro. I don't know. It was a blur.
Right.
I just
get you.
locked in.
I get you, man. You locked in. That's good. Do you have one person that you look up to as a role model?
My dad.
Your dad.
For
and
sure.
why is he your role model?
Because he always like pushed me to like be like the best version of myself that I can be. And he's always just like, no, don't settle for good. Like be the best version of you. And like if you want to do something, do it, and like I'll have your back through it no matter what. Even if it's something that I'm not personally against, if it's what you want to do, like I will full force 100% do whatever it takes to make sure you get there and support you along the way.
100%.
So
That's
although
badass.
like my dad's probably like not in a position where he wants to be as far as like a job, because he does want to pursue more things, but like to see that like his kids, me and my sister, are both pursuing things that we actually really are aspiring to do, like making them proud. So like, yeah.
So Teddy, same question for you. Who is one person in your life that is a role model to you? Someone you look up to?
Yeah, so I think I was gonna say something similar to Johnny, where it was my mom for me, and she definitely, like Johnny's dad, like she held me to a high standard, always pushed me to, do the best that I could in my academics, and I think also like when things were getting tough, like when I was failing in university,
Right.
she was the one that like picked me back up and said, hey, like you've came this far, like you know who you are, why are you doubting yourself right now? Like just believe. And so like I think that's one of the most important things like a parent can do, is when their child has like lost their way, they show them the light, they instill hope into them, so that's what my mom did for me, and I'm eternally grateful for
sure.
Yeah.
So Johnny, what is something you did in your life that you regret, that you wish you never did it? Something you can go back and change?
It was when my grandpa, my dad's dad, had a stroke many, many years ago. And he was basically like hospital bound for years. So he was basically like on his deathbed, and the whole family was like taking rotations to like be with him, because they took him off of life support basically, right? So it's like when he passes, there's gonna be family there present. So we did shifts. Like, my Theo would do 8 hours, and my grandma would do 8 hours, and then so it was me and my dad that came in, right? And we were like midway through like being with my grandpa there, right? And then me and my dad both got hungry, but I told my dad, I'm like, hey, I'm getting kind of hungry. He's like, can we go get some food real quick? And my dad's like, all right, what do you want? I'm getting kind of hungry too. And we're like, oh, there's a Whopper grill down the street. So we're like, okay. My dad, he's like thinking, he's like, okay, well, he's been pushing through, like he's doing good right now. We'll pick up some food real quick and we'll be right back. I'm like, all right, like I'm starving, like let's go get some food. So we leave the Whopper Grill, right? We leave the hospital to Whopper Grill. Once we get there, right after we order food, my dad gets a call from the hospital that my grandpa passed away.
Damn, man. I'm sorry about that.
Right when we like after we left. So I'm just like, oh my God. Like I would have if I just like never told my dad I was hungry, we would have been there when he passed. But then like after like talking with my dad about that, even years later, years later, and like he'll bring it up to me. He's like, you know what? Maybe he did that on his own and he wanted to pass with no one there.
Okay.
Maybe he held on
Interesting.
when no one was around and he wanted to pass peacefully on his own. I'm like, you know what? And then like I held on to that and like that kind of like made me like think like, okay, made me like kind of not regret it as much, but like still like as a kid growing up through those years, like it just stayed in my head. It was like one of those biggest things that I regretted as a kid.
But you found a way to
But I
find
found
the
a way,
positive of it.
exactly.
So same question for you, Teddy. What is something that you did in your life that you regret that you did that you wish you can go back and change it if you had the opportunity to do that?
Maybe just being very self-critical of myself. I think we talked about this. You might have some of those same issues. You know, when you're directing, you're looking at your own work very
Right.
very critical lens, and that can be good sometimes, right? Like, you know, you're self-improving and you're always growing, right? But it can also like lead to stagnation and you know, what's it called, like inaction. And I think that's something I suffered with a lot because I just was in my head so much. So that's maybe one of my regrets, but I'm definitely self-aware of it, and you know, I'm getting better with it.
Right.
Yeah.
I get you, man. Johnny, so right now you are 22 years old,
Yeah.
right? What is something that you need to have accomplished by the age of 30? And it must be done by the age of 30.
By the age of 30
No
is
questions asked.
be locked in with a department and just like have my career set for the next 30 years.
What department are you talking about?
I don't have a dream department right now,
Right.
because you never know, like one that I might land in a few years might be like my dream. You know, I could maybe want to work for the city of Rialto. Maybe I get picked up by Colton and that's like my dream department after working there, you know? So it's just like, got to test the waters. I'm still super young,
Yeah.
but like I want to for sure be like locked into a solid career by 30.
100%. Yeah.
So
Teddy, what about you? What's something like right now you are 20, how old are you?
23. Yeah.
Right now you're 23 years old. What is something that you want to, and it has to be accomplished by the age of 30? Like no questions asked, it has to be accomplished. You need to have it by that age.
Oh, well, first and foremost, I'd say definitely like having a stable career. I'd say for now, software engineer.
Software engineer.
You
yeah.
never know what's gonna happen down the line. Nothing in life is guaranteed, but you know, I would like to be a software engineer. I'd like to be financially stable, have a job that is not a dead end. You know, I'm always like growing in it, learning something new, and I think that's my main goal for now, though.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
So final question for tonight. Johnny, do you have kids right now?
no. Hell no.
Yes, you do. You got 8 baby mamas back in LA.
I got
2
no, I don't have any kids.
You don't have any kids. Now, do you want kids?
I would want kids in the future, yes.
Okay. So if you have kids in the future, what is one advice you would give them right now, this moment? Because in a couple years, they're going to see this clip. What is one advice you have for your future kids in this moment?
What would you? How about we get your answer first, so we can start formulating.
Yeah, what would you?
Yeah, so with me is academics. Academics is really important because I failed in school. I didn't do so well. It closed a lot of doors for me, which I had to take a sacrifice and give my life away to the military. You know, if I just focus on the books, pay attention in school, focus on my grades, I would have gone to a good college. I would have gotten a great career. But because I didn't buckle up, I had to take a detour in life and do something where I had to sacrifice part of my life to get to where I'm at right now. You know, so that's one advice I would give to my children. Hit the books, pay attention, learn, so you don't have to take those struggle detours that I had to take as a kid.
Yeah.
I have one. So, piece of advice I would give to my kids right now is It's a quote. Good results don't come from your comfort zone. Something
True.
like that. And like I learned that, like these past 2 years, I've really like taken the initiative to try to step out of my comfort zone. And it's really showed me like the amount of positive and like good change and like results I've seen just in the past 2 years. Cause I've always been like just kind of stuck in my own little bubble, just kind of like, no, I don't want to go out. Like I'm good. Like I'll stay home. But then like really taking the big leap forward in applying for Beast Games. I know, so cliche, but like that really like broke me out of my comfort zone and it made me comfortable being uncomfortable. So that's a really big piece of advice I would give to my future kids is be comfortable being uncomfortable.
That's a good advice.
Because you'll see good change and positive results from that.
There you go, man. Hell yeah. All right, what about you, Teddy? What's one piece of advice you would give to your future children right now? Your mindset right now.
So I'm gonna take the cop out and say that Johnny, I'm gonna steal his idea.
Oh my God.
It was good.
No, but
it was good.
No,
Yeah.
I think it's true though. Like I think what I'd say is that the greatest growth in your life will come from doing things where you don't really know what the result's gonna be. There's uncertainty and it's gonna be uncomfortable, but that's where you grow the most, man. Like, and like Johnny said, like I think Beast Games was like the catalyst for me in my life, like to realize that like there's so many opportunities out there that are waiting for you if you just take that first step and get out your comfort zone. And I wouldn't have gone to all those places, Vegas, Toronto, LA. I wouldn't have met all those people. I wouldn't be standing here with you guys
There you go.
right now
Yeah.
if it wasn't for Beast Games and if it wasn't for the fact that I stepped out of my comfort zone to make a very awkward casting video. I never did that in my life. So
Yeah.
so here we are, man.
That's awesome,
I'm
man.
happy.
I really appreciate because right now I'm currently doing the 50 States podcast, and I reached out to them. They were more than happy to do this podcast with me. Thank you so much for doing that for me. Johnny, where are you born and raised?
Born and raised in San Bernardino, California.
Where are you born and raised?
Born and raised in Denton, Texas.
There you go.
There you
Right
go.
now we are currently in Dallas, Texas. So this is where I ended up, and this is where they agreed to do the podcast. Thank you so much for being part of Rod's World Production Podcast, 50 States Project, and deuce.
Yee.
Oh, yeah.